It all started with a headache that turned into pain in every part of my body, a pain that has stayed with me since I was 9 years old, for every second of my life. I was always known as the girl who always missed school. Every time my friends would come and sleep over, they would joke that my room was built more like a pharmacy than anything else. For 11 years, I didn't know what was wrong with me. My disease remained undiagnosed. How do you fight something you can't see? How do you fight something that has no name? After years and years of this, you learn to know when the pain is normal bad and when the pain is bad. During my first semester here, during a normal, ordinary lecture, there was a pain in my chest. And this wasn't the sort of pain that I could brush off or ride out. This was bad. I couldn't breathe, so my friends had to rush me to the hospital, and I passed out before we even got to the emergency room. This was something that we laugh about now. It definitely was something that brought us all closer together. But on that day, when my disease decided to attack my lungs and my heart, it put my friends and my family through the terrifying ordeal of not knowing if I was going to live or die. After that, my pain had a name: SHART syndrome, or mixed connective tissue disease, or MCTD for short. I'm sure all of us here know about the Avengers, right? It's a big crossover event where all the superheroes team up. MCTD is like the Avengers, but for autoimmune diseases. It's a rare autoimmune disease where different separate autoimmune diseases are rolled into one. So rheumatoid arthritis, Sjogren's syndrome, lupus, all rolled into one. I wasn't always this open when it came to talking about pain. I used to hate telling people that I was sick, and that was why I had to take gap years. Because when everybody else was taking gap years to work, to travel, to find themselves, I was taking my gap years in bed, staring at the ceiling, feeling like my body was a prison on fire. This disease took away my freedom. It took away my ability to walk. It took away peace from my parents, because how do you sleep at night knowing that your child is in the other room in excruciating pain and there was nothing you could do about it? But with all the things that it took away from me, it also gave me a lot. Because as I was lying there, wanting so badly to give up, because giving up was so appealing, I just wanted to rest. I just wanted to go to sleep and never wake up again to a body on fire. Giving up seemed like the most appealing thing. But I found out something about myself. It was that giving up wasn't good enough. I didn't want my story to end with me never getting up again. I didn't want to live my life as a one-woman pity party. This realization wasn't the cure. It didn't magically take all my pain away. But it was the start of my healing. It forced me to stop running away from pain and to sit with it, have a conversation. It asked me, what is healing? Is it the absence of pain? Or is it making sure that pain won't be for nothing. This is the idea that I want to share with all of you today. That healing is not the same as curing. Curing is why I chose medical biotech. Curing is why a lot of us here today chose the healthcare field, to eradicate disease, to stop pain. But healing is what we do in the meantime. Healing is what we do to keep us going while we find a cure. Healing is what we do to make us into the people capable of finding that cure, even when it seems impossible. For me, healing has 3 parts. The first is purpose, the reason to keep going. There's still people to help. Even if that person is just yourself, that's a reason to keep going. And second is resilience, the strength to hold on to that purpose. To keep pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, even at the risk of falling flat on your face. And lastly, the most hardest step is hope. This is the belief that tomorrow will hold something better. That when you fail again and again, as long as there's breath in your body, you can start over. This is all easier said than done, right? The first steps I took out of the wheelchair were excruciating. But all of the painful steps, all of the breakdowns, all of the self-doubt has led me here today. I'm standing here today having done things I never thought I would be capable enough, confident enough, or strong enough to do. I'm able to spend more time with my friends and my family. I'm in the middle of my 2nd year doing a course that I'm really, really passionate about. A few weeks ago, I helped more than 300 first years settle into their life in university as the president of the orientation committee. A few days ago, I was standing up on stage as a finalist in my first ever national intervarsity debating championship. And in about a week, I will be leading a campus-wide mental health week event as the president of the Peer Support Club. But none of this is about trophies or titles or achievements. This is about proving to yourself that you can, even when everything tells you you can't. This is about proving to yourself that your disability, your restrictions, your setbacks are not things that count you out. They are just chances for you to learn how to count yourself back in. Maybe you don't have a chronic illness, but all of us here have something in common. We are all healing from things that are invisible to the outside world. Grief, pressure, fear. These are all universal languages of pain that we all understand. So let that pain be your anchor, not your weight. Let that pain be the fuel that keeps you going. Let that pain be the place where you not just survive, but thrive. There's still so much that we can give to the world, and we have the duty to give it. And so, never limit yourself to waiting for a cure before you start giving. Because the only condition to healing was never a cure. It was only the refusal to give up. The cure might be medicine, but healing, that is a choice. Thank you.